Good morning and welcome to Strength and Balance on Zoom. My name is Hannah and I am a senior fitness instructor with Stonebridge Community Services. This class is about 35-40 minutes long. We will warm up, we'll do some strength work where we use some weights. So if you have a set of dumbbells, make sure you have those handy. I use a 3-pound set. You could use a 2, 3, a 5, even heavier if you wanted to, or the other way if you wanted to not use any weights. If you wanted to just use your body weight, that would be fine too. Some evenly weighted objects from the house also work really well. Otherwise you will need some water, you'll need space to move, and make sure you're close to some kind of support furniture. So a chair, table, the kitchen island, the counter, whatever it might be. All right, I don't think there's anything else to say. So let's begin. We're going to stand up. So we'll start on feet. Move this chair. So we'll stand up nice and tall, and we will march on the squats. Good, let's take a nice deep breath. Big inhale. Reach your hands up. Exhale. Lower down. Good. Lift those arms up. And lower down. And again, deep breath in. And out. Good. Let's pull those shoulders up the ears. Relax them down. Lift. And lower. Good. Lift those shoulders. Lower down. And again. Up. And relax. Great. Let's roll our shoulders. Nice big circles. Nice and slowly. Good. Let's go back in the other direction. And once more. Excellent. Let's bring those arms out to the side. Make some little circles here. And back in the other direction. And we'll let somebody into the class. Good. Let's bring those hands in towards your chest and out. Hands in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out, and again, hands in towards your chest and out, and relax those arms. Good. Let's keep marching here. We're going to pick our knees up a little bit higher, slowing that march down, and lift those knees. Good. Couple more. Great. Let's march again. We're going to have a hand on the wall of the chair. Let's swing one leg forwards and backwards. Good. And the other foot. Swing that leg forwards and back. Let's take that first foot out to the side, across in front of your body. Good, and the other way. Great, let's take that first foot. I'm going to tap my toes. You can wiggle your fingers a little bit here. Tap those fingers to your thumb. Good, and then let's tap just that heel. Keep tapping those fingers. Good, and then we'll go toe, heel. So heel, and you can do some little bicep curls. Heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel. And let's switch to the other foot. You're going to tap your toes and we'll circle our wrists. Good, and back in the other direction. Good, tap your heels. So just one heel. And again, the other way with those hands. Good, and then we'll go toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe, and heel. Good. Take a nice deep breath. Big inhale. Reach up. And exhale. Good. We're going to pick up both weights. We're going to do a squat and we're going to add some arm movements. We're going to add a bicep curl. So I'm going to hold my hands at my sides as if I was about to do this bicep curl. So my palms are facing out, my feet are hip width apart, and my knees are soft. I'm going to sink into that squat. And as I come up, that's when I'm going to do that bicep curl. So I'll lower those hands as I lower into the squat. So it should be easy to figure out. Nice and slowly down into that squat, lower those hands up as you stand. Inhale as you come down. Exhale up. Good. And we'll do one more. Great. Keep hold of both of those weights here. I'm going to turn to the side so you can see how I'd like you to stand. My feet are hip width apart and my knees are soft. I'm going to lean forward a little bit, and as I lean forward with that chest, I'm going to stick my bum out. So I'm standing with my chest at a bit of an angle. And I'm going to row one arm at a time back. So pull that arm back, elbow back past your body. Hand comes up towards your armpit. Good. Think about keeping that back straight, so nice tall spine. Two more. And here's the last one. Two. Good, and let's stand up slowly. I'm going to keep my keep those two weights in my hands again. So feet hip width apart once more, knees soft. I'm going to lower one weight and then the other. We're doing a little side bend. So hinging at their hips and hinging to the side rather than forwards or backwards. Slowly lowering that weight towards your knee. So moving nice and slowly. And I'm trying to keep that neck and that spine in a neutral position. So I'm not leading with my head, just moving nice and slowly. Good. Once more, each side. Great. We can pop the weights down. A quick drink here. And I'm going to work on a curtsy now. So curtsy is kind of this cross, I like to think of it as a cross between a squat and a lunge with a little diagonal element, which sounds a lot more complicated than I think it really is. So we're standing, feet hip width apart as if we were going to perform that squat. You're going to take your right leg and you're going to step it back. So you can see it's diagonal behind my body. You can just about see my foot there. So that foot is behind me. It's coming over to the left side. And when I'm here, I'm going to bend my knees like I'm sinking into that squat. My chest is nice and tall. I'll stand up and return that foot to the start position. And then the same thing on the other side. Left foot comes back behind your right foot. Sink down, stand up, and feet back in line. So let's work on that. I'm not holding any weights, just nice and relaxed through the upper body here. Take that foot back, sink down, and up. Great. Standing up tall. Great. Inhale, slowly lower down. Exhale to stand. Good. Keeping that chest tall all the time. Moving nice and slowly. And just lowering yourself as far as you comfortably can. Same as when you squat. Good. We'll do one more each side. And last one. Great. We're going to pick up both weights again. And we'll switch to work on our upper body here. We'll do some L raises. So my right hand, I have a weight and I'm holding it in front of me, so my palm is facing me. In my left hand, I have that arm to the side, and my hand is at my side, facing inwards. We're going to lift both arms at the same time. So if you were looking down from a bird's eye view, it would look like your arms are making an L shape, hence the name. And we'll do a few in this position, 4 or 5, and then we'll switch our hands around. Good. Moving nice and slowly. Last one here. And let's switch those hands around. Right hand to the side, left hand front. And then let's go lift and lower. And last one. Good. Let's pop a weight down. We're going to hold just our one weight and we're going to rotate through our upper bodies. We're going to bring that torso one side and then the other. You'll notice my hips are facing forwards. My shoulders are leading the way. Good, once more each side. And back to center. Good. Let's do some heel raises. I'm going to hold one weight here, just relaxed and in front of me. I'm going to push up onto my tiptoes, slowly lower those heels to the floor. Shoulders are relaxed. Good. Remember, we want to be nice and slow on that way down. If you need to use a hand to hold on to that support furniture, that's fine, of course. If you can use 2 hands to hold the weight, then do that. Good, once more. Excellent. And then we're going to grab that second weight. How do I like to do this? We're going to hold our weights in front of us. So my arms are at 90 degrees like this, with palms facing up. My elbows are in at my side. I'm going to bring those weights out and back in, out and in, nice and slowly. Shoulders are relaxed. Great, keeping those elbows in if we can. Nice and slow. And let's do one more. Out and in. Great, pop the weights down for a moment. Let's have a quick drink. And then we'll pick our weights up again and we'll go back to the beginning. So squat to start with, and we're doing that bicep curl as we squat. So I'm going to turn my palms to face out, ready for that bicep curl. If you remember, we're keeping those hands relaxed and down as we squat down. And then as we stand back up, we're going to pick those hands up in a bicep curl. So feet hip width apart, knees soft. Let's take a deep breath in. Slowly down and exhale, stand up, pick those weights up nice and slowly. Inhale and exhale. Good. Good, keep the weight in your heels. Let's do one more. Good. I'm just going to turn to the side. Keep hold of both weights. I just want you to see me this way. Knees soft, feet on the floor, hinging forward a little bit. Stick your bum out so you're at an angle here, and we're going to row. One arm, then the other. So elbow right back past your body. Squeezing that shoulder. And nice and slowly on the way down. Good. Great, let's do once more each side. 1 and 2. Good, slowly relax those arms, stand up. We're going to keep hold of both weights again. Again, feet hip width apart, knees are soft. We're working those side abdominals here as we lower. One hand and then the other to your side. So you're hinging at the hip to the side. You're working those side abdominal muscles. Good, keeping those knees soft and your shoulders relaxed, and trying to keep that nice straight line and that neutral spine. Good. Good, deep breaths. Once more each way. 1 and 2. Good. Put the weights down. I'm just going to have a drink. And we're going to work on a curtsy. So taking that one foot diagonally behind the other, bending your knees to lower down, pushing yourself back up, back to center. Upper body stays nice and tall, shoulders relaxed. Our lower body is what's working here, but we want to keep that upper body holding itself up. So using those core muscles to support your upper body so that your lower body can, do the big work. So standing nice and tall, take that right leg, step back, sink down, up, and back to center. We can inhale as we sink down, exhale as you push yourself back up. Good. Nice and slowly. Really focusing on keeping nice and relaxed. Whoops. not overbalancing. And if that is tricky, you'll want to have a hand on the chair or a hand on the wall to support yourself. Good. Bending those knees just as much as you comfortably can. Great. And one more each side. There's a tractor pulling into our driveway, so my dogs are in a loop here. Okay, you can pause. And then I know the person driving the tractor, and they're probably going to knock on the door, and I will have to try and ignore them. Okay, so let's pick up our weights. We're going to do those L raises. One weight facing at your front, so facing in towards you. The other weight at your side. And we're going to lift both arms. So take up, nice and slowly on down. Good. We want to exhale as we lift up, and then inhale as you lower those hands. Good. Last one here, let's switch those arms around. So now your left hand is at your front and your right hand is at your side. And we'll lift and lower. Good. Nice and slowly. Let's do one more here. Good. Excellent. And you can put one weight down. Let's keep hold of that second weight. I'm going to hold it here at my chest, feet hip width apart again, knees soft. We're going to work on that rotation. So rotating that upper leg from one side to the other. Nice and slowly. So really thinking about your breathing. You're going to breathe out as you turn, trying to breathe into that rotation. Good. Keeping those hips facing forwards. So imagine it's your shoulders leading the way, leading the movements. Great. Once more each side. Excellent. What is next? Let's keep this one weight. We're going to do our heel raises. So again, feet hip width apart, knees soft. Let's push ourselves up onto tiptoes. Slowly lower down. Remember, if you need to have a hand on some support furniture, of course, that's fine. And you can hold the weight with one hand. We want to be nice and slow. So pausing for a moment as you lift up. And then slowly lowering those heels. And once more. Excellent. We're going to pick up that second weight. We have one more. Let's hold those arms at 90 degrees with your palms facing up. Elbows are going to stay in at your sides. You're going to bring those arms out and in. Good. If you're wondering where to inhale, where to exhale, usually we like to say that you exhale where the exercise is hardest. This is probably on the way out that it's most difficult, but your arm, you're always under tension here and you're always holding that weight. So there isn't really an obvious hardest part of the exercise, I wouldn't say. So just make sure you keep breathing. All that to say, don't hold your breath. Good. Once more. Hands out and in. Good. And then relax down. And you can pop those weights down because we have finished the strength part of this class. Good. We're going to stand. We're going to work on balance. I should introduce that better. We're going to work on our balance now. So we want to be close to our support furniture. I always use the wall here, the wall, the chair, the table, the kitchen counter, the island, whatever it may be. Make yourself close to that piece of furniture right now. So we're going to start with our feet one in front of the other. This, I call this the staggered stance or tandem position, with feet close to each other. I'm having a slightly hard time. So we want to stand up tall and have those shoulders relaxed, knees soft, looking up and ahead. I'm going to take my back foot and tap just my toe and then step back. So, and when I step back, I want my feet close together. Tap. Good. Tap. And this time I'm going to tap my toe when I touch forward, and when I tap that toe back, I'm going to tap. 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 Keeping those feet close to each other. The bigger the step you take, if I put my foot right back here, it's easier than if I touch my toe here. So we're tapping that one foot forwards and backwards. And it's quite tricky. Once more each way. Good. And then you can relax your feet. And let's switch those feet around. And now the other foot should be the back foot. We'll start with it and tap forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Forwards and backwards. Whoops. This is more difficult than I had anticipated. So really try and tell that foot that's not moving to relax. Forwards and backwards. Good. Excellent. And you can relax your feet. Very good. Let's stand on one foot a little bit. So close to our support furniture. Going to stand on my right leg, little bend of that right knee. I'm going to take my left foot up off the floor. Hold it where it's comfortable and try and be nice and relaxed here. Let's look forwards to begin with. So we're going to find something to look at that isn't moving. Spot on the wall that is not moving, and try and focus on that here. Good, let's turn and look to the left. And to the right. Good, and back to center. Good, and let's switch our feet around. So you're standing on the left foot. Take that right foot up off the floor and let's face forwards. Good, let's turn look to the right. And to the left. Good, back to center. And relax that foot. Excellent. I've written something down, it doesn't make any sense. Okay, we're going to have our feet hip width apart. We're going to push ourselves up onto toes, pause for a moment, lower those heels, and then try and lift your toes so you're on your heels, which is a lot more difficult. So let's make sure we're within an arm's reach of our support. So let's come up onto toes, pause, lower down, lift those heels, pause, and relax those feet. Up and down, lift and lower. Good. Up and down, lift and lower. Good. Up on toes and down, lift and lower. Up and down, lift and lower. Good. Couple more. Great. Oops, lift those toes and relax. Good. Let's move around a bit. We've been standing still for a while. We can heel and toe, work on that tightrope. Good. Forwards and backwards. Good. I'm going to try and go and stay within the camera. But keep our feet close to each other. Move nice and slowly. Looking up and ahead all the time. Good. Shoulders relaxed. Nice and slowly. And we can come back to center. Good, we'll do one more here. We're going to stand on our right leg, lift the left off the floor. Take those arms up into a Y shape and hold here. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Onto the left foot, raise the right and hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And relax those arms. Excellent. We're ready to stretch. Let's take one arm across your body and we can hold that arm here. Feel that stretch through your shoulder. Good. Switch to the other side. Good. Relax that arm. We're going to take one hand to the ceiling. We'll bend at the elbow, bring that hand behind your back. Use that other hand to have a hand on your elbow here. Good, relax, nice and slowly. Switch to the other side, right hand to the ceiling, hand behind your back. And let's have a hand to hold your elbow. Good, let's relax those arms. We'll have a seat. Good, we're going to sit right back in our chair, pull one knee in, and let's circle your ankle here. Back in the other direction. Good, Good, relax that foot and let's switch to the other side. Pull the knee in, circle that ankle. And the other way. Good. And relax that foot to the floor. Let's sit up nice and tall. Take your right hand to your left knee. Look back over that left shoulder. Back to center, left hand to right knee, back over that right shoulder. Good, back to center. Let's come up to feet. We're going to reach our hands behind us, reach for the back of the room. Take a deep breath in. And then exhale, wrap those arms around you. Give yourself a nice tight squeeze, a pat on the back. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for joining me today. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you have a good week. And I will see you maybe Wednesday or sooner if I see you in person.
Thank you, Hannah.
You're welcome, Debbie.